Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of the adventures of Cottonspoon, my Teldrassil only elf character. On the screen you should see what we'll be dealing with today, which is getting gear. This is my absolute best in slot list that within my rules of not trading other players and never leaving Teldrassil, this should be the best, absolute best items you could obtain for a warrior. Now, I will not be getting all of those because, as you can see, the list has the 1 rings and some random world drops, which can drop in Teldrassil, but the chance is so low that you can't realistically farm for them without spending too much time. So this is what we'll be going for. This is what I like to call the realistic best in slot list. As you can see, it has no rings and it has different bracers, belt, and gloves. All because those 3 items are actually world drops. So the gloves come from a recipe that you have to farm, and actually you need a potion from. Never mind. And the belt and bracers are world drops. So this is the list I will be striving towards in this episode. I hope you'll enjoy. But first, I have to take care of one thing, and that is I have no space. This is my bank. And I will withdraw all of these herbs now and continue on to training alchemy. I need 1 potion for my best in slot gloves. That the recipe for the potion is a world drop. So if I happen to get it during the episode, I'll try to keep alchemy on me as long as I can. And I have a swift thistle here that I need for the potion, and I'll save the other herb. So I can make that 1 potion if I happen to get the drop, but otherwise I will not really care. And I'll just make potions to make space to get some potions for healing and get some elixirs for buffing, because now we will have to grind, and we'll have to grind a lot. Breaking news, man lacks space, so he creates all of those potions that only stack to 5, because why not? And I forgot, but don't blame me for it, they should stack to 20. Anyways, I decided to make a lot of potions, and we just won't care too much, and we'll slam them to get through the grind with as pleasant way as possible. In the way I got to 75 alchemy. This is not the max I can get, but I'm not interested in getting any further. I have 50 minor healing potion, about 20 lion's strength elixirs, so that's 20 hours of grinding unless I die a lot, so rip. I have 10 troll's blood potions. They heal like 1400 health during the hour, so they're more space efficient than minor healing potions, but you just know I'm gonna pop those minor healing potions like candy. And one fact that I wanted to mention is that those minor rejuvenation potions are actually the best healing potions I can get on Teldrassil, because even not counting the mana you get from them, I don't because I'm a warrior, you get 90 to 150 health, which is half my health now, if the roll rolls high, and the minor healing potions only give 70 to 90, so that's quite a big upgrade. Sadly, they take 2 mage royals, and they aren't really too common. But yep, let me sort my inventory. I actually saved about 0 squares of space, and I think I'm soon ready to make Harpies Den my new home. I was so into killing those Harpies that I just missed a level. Heals level 14. We're gonna put 1 more point in Improved Rend, and one item that I have to give a shout out to is the Love Fool. It doesn't share a cooldown with a potion, it's slightly different as you can see, and it can save your butt if you're getting overwhelmed, so definitely use those while the Valentine event is still going. I came back to World of Warcraft after a month and a half of not playing it because of schoolwork, and I also had a big thing in RuneScape going that I needed to devote my attention to. but I really wanted to continue with this small series, partly because I really enjoyed playing on Teldrassil and partly because I have other series that I want to move on. So we got a good start by completely missing the level, and I got level 15 and forgot to record it. So we got a level up. We can spend our talent points into increasing the amount of range generated by charge, which is a fantastic talent. It's kind of ironic that the best talents we can get are in Fury Tree and we can arms, I mean, and we can't even learn how to use a two-handed weapon, but that's just life on Teldrassil, I guess. I'm still farming those harpies. We need a lot more light feathers, and I think it's a good moment to get those and sell them and get as much gold as we can out of that. Because I have a feeling, like a tingling, very vague memory, that light feathers might be sold by NPCs in the Burning Crusade, and that would really suck if our best money-making option would go to waste. So let's get as much silver from that as possible now. Look at this. Are you ready? Over a stack of light feathers obtained. Let's see the price they're going for right now. Well, there is some for 39 to 40 silver. So if I auction mine for about, let's say, 30 silver each, that should be plenty of gold. 20 times 30, quick maths, that's 6 gold. I hope I'm not wrong. 6 gold would go a long way into our goals, so I'm gonna post this and hopefully it will sell soon enough. Look at all this money from light feather farming. This should be about 6 gold worth in total, which would go a really 760. Fantastic. This will go a long way towards our goals, but there's still not enough, so I need to go back to farming harpies. I think up until level 16 will be enough, and then we're probably in leather farming until we need to level up. So that's the rough plan for now. This cat should be enough to hit level 16, which is a big level, because not only we can finish this improved charge talent and regeneration is fantastic, but also, oh, I miscalculated, it's gonna be one more, never mind, but also we will be able to use our best in slot weapon and best in slot bow. So that is fantastic news, because I still need about 300 light leather to be able to do leatherworking, so we'll have to play my little genocide skinning is magic on these sabers, and I need as good of a weapon as I can get. We just hit 16. Let's equip this hammer, let's equip our bow, and now I have to skill maces from 0. But it should be pretty quick, and the DPS increase will definitely help in killing so many of those monsters. Clips in this video are spread across multiple months, where I would log in, do some grinding, and then log out. The most tedious grind ahead was definitely getting all the letters, and we're still very far away, because medium letters take a lot of light letters to make. But I've run out of space. I wanted to drag this out as much as I could, so maybe I would get lucky and get that alchemy recipe, but we just can't. I can't wait anymore. So I will be dropping my alchemy skill. I can always relearn it if we manage to get the recipe, and I will be learning leatherworking, and we will be using up all of these letters to free up some space. Let's learn how to be a leather worker, and the most important thing for me for now is we'll not be focusing on grinding leatherworking points or anything. I just want to get rid of all of these ruined leather scraps. Yes, turn them into light leather. Perfect. Alright, we got to 40 leather working, just converting all of those scraps into actual leather, and the biggest thing we actually got from all this is so much space. Oh my god. Now I need to kill several hundred more sabers for their leather. Blah. With today being the last day of Classic, it's also good news for the last part of the leveling process, because as far as I know, all the XP requirements will be lowered by about 1/3, so this will mean that I will need to grind a lot less to hit the max level from mobs that I can. And maybe, I didn't check it yet, so don't quote me on that, but maybe we will be able to hit one more level, because the quest XP maybe will be enough now, but I have my doubts, so I would have to do the math on it. The timing now is 2 days after the last clip, which means that we're now, at the moment I'm recording this, in the pre-patch of the Burning Crusade, and I decided to log into Cottonspoon and work a little bit on the leatherworking grind, and we are 108 out of 115. That was the goal. So I will have to do a little bit more skinning, but we are ready to make some upgrades. I've processed all of my leather. This is all I have left, and we can do 2 out of 3 leatherworking upgrades we were meant to do during this grind. We're gonna create those embossed leather boots, which give 2 stamina and 2 spirit, and they're pretty low on armor, but I would just like to have some greens, you know, and flex that made by Cottonspoon tag. And the other one is the fine leather cloak, so we can create that as well. This one gives 2 stamina, and I think it has higher armor than the one I have currently. Yep, by 1, but still, it counts. And we need to make 3 armor kits, so let's buy the coarse thread. 1, 2, 3. And let's make those, because we will be using this to upgrade our armor. These are best enchants we have access to on Teldrassil for our gloves, I'm sure, also legs and boots. So I'll go to the bank real quick and we will apply those to those slots. So I didn't yet make my leg armor, still need a lot more leather, just like I mentioned, but we can apply the medium armor kit to our best gloves. The male vendor gloves just get 16 more armor, and the embossed leather boots. So we will keep that one armor kit for the future where we have the legs made. Last thing that concerns us with the pre-patch is the talent point reset, and I should take advantage of this because generally resetting your talent points costs a lot, and we aren't exactly shitting money over here in Teldrassil. So before I think I went improved rend, which is now, I know, a pretty stupid idea, because rend is just a waste of rage in my opinion. Should probably use it on heroic strike. So we will be going 3 points into improved heroic strike and the rest into deflection. And now we're gonna put 2 points in improved charge, and that's all of the points I have now. All the future points I might get will go into critical strike from cruelty, and that is it. That's the build. I went and did it and gathered all the leather we need to get 115 leather working, which is the goal for the highest level pants we need to make. And making those leg armor pieces will be the last thing we're gonna do in this episode. I believe that after this item, let's learn how to make it. Dark leather pants, 8 agility. Let's learn it. After this item has been made, all we need to do is level up, and then after we're done leveling, we will be doing the finest tunings to our equipment, and then we will be done pretty much with this character. I really like how just being bored one afternoon led to having a fun little adventure And yeah, I can't wait to grind my way up to the highest level I can, then do all the quests, then finally drop leatherworking, which is needed for one of the quests here, take on enchanting, enchant all my gear, and finally be done. So yeah, that will be it for the video. It took a really long time, so if what I said at the beginning isn't really corresponding with what's happening in the video, then I'm really sorry, but it happened in a matter of months, so you'll have to excuse me if I said something that I didn't end up doing. But this is not the last video of Cottonspoon, and I hope to see you in the next one. You know what? No, this is such a weird moment to end the video on, so I went ahead and grinded a little bit more leather, so now we can drop skinning, thankfully, and finish this video with a banger. And we want to do all of the gear enhancements that we can. So if we check the leatherworking trainer here, the only piece that I can't really get is the nimble leather gloves. That would be an upgrade to the ones I have already. They give 4 agility and 4 spirit compared to the just white mail ones that I will be using. But one of the requirements is the elixir of minor agility, which I can't get for now, so I will stay with my leatherworking level because getting all the required leather again would be a pain to level up to 115. But I will be dropping skinning. If in the future I somehow get the recipe, I will be leveling herbalism with 1 profession slot, storing all the herbs, and leveling alchemy back again to make 1 potion, and I can make those gloves. Anyways, I have all of these leathers here, even though we are done with leatherworking for now, because this lady over here offers a quest for Moonglow vest, and it requires 1 pair of embossed leather gloves, which I did already make, and 5 pairs of embossed leather boots and cloaks, which require in total 65 leathers. So I will be making those now and banking that, because after we hit the max level we can from grinding mobs, I want to do every single possible quest, so we will have these leather items made waiting for us in the bank, so we can turn this quest in as well. So now that we're prepared, let me start making those, and we can get into enchanting. Let's do the deed. Let's drop our skinning, unlearn, and let's learn apprentice enchanting. So I need to go to my bank because that's where I stashed all my greens and supplies, and I will bring them over here after I disenchant, and we will do all of the enchanting we need to do. You thought the previous time I wanted to end the video was a bad moment? Now this is a bad moment. Turns out I really screwed up. The plan was to get 90 enchanting, but there's 2 enchants I can't really do. And it's for my weapon and my bracer, the 2 most offensive ones that I wanted to use. The goal of 90 was so I could use +2 damage to beasts enchant on my weapon, but I don't have the recipe, and I must have been very tired when I checked it and made the plans months ago, because it doesn't even drop in Teldrassil, so there's no way for me to obtain it. And the same thing goes for the enchant I had planned for my bracers. It was meant to be +1 strength, which the recipe for it also doesn't drop in Teldrassil, so we'll have to make do with what we can get. There are 2 other weapon enchants I can get on Teldrassil, which is minor striking and minor impact. The problem being there's no way for me to get a small glimmering shard because there's no blue items to disenchant in here. So that unfortunately also has to go, so our weapon will not be enchanted at all. Alright, so what enchants will we get? We will enchant the cloak with minor resistance, which is +1 to all resistances. We will enchant chest with lesser health, which is +15 health. Let's learn it. Which is the highest level, whoops, not this chest, which is the highest level enchant I will be using by far. This is the reason why we get up to 60, +15 health. Great. And we will be enchanting the bracers with minor stamina. So that's +1 stamina instead, opposed to 5 health, which is 5 health more. So yeah, I think that's all that we can enchant. The other ones that can be enchanted are enchanted with 16 armor from leatherworking. So I think now our gear is ready. All I need to do is to level up so I can wear all of this stuff, and then we are done with Teldrassil pretty much. So now I think is a good moment to end it. Thank you everyone for watching. Oh, I enchanted wrong bracers. Great, great. Let's enchant the right ones. Now, thank you all for watching. I will be saving my dust and essence just on the off occasion that I will somehow get the recipe while leveling. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.